Hey, Ren, that's not how you do it.
This is the safest way to do it. My name is Ren Oshima. This here, that's glaring at me, is Shizuku Sasaki. Her Garu look is a bit off-putting, as she's already a college student, but she does pull it off nicely since she is naturally pretty. Shizuku and I were put in a group together for a class, but we did not get along well at all.
You're so stubborn.
Huh? What's wrong with stubborn?
Being stubborn makes you boring. You're only going to get a template answer by doing it by the textbook. That's why your research results are always boring.
Huh? Boring is fine. You have to do it by the books first, and then branch out the research from there.
No, we should be trying out new methods. No one has ever tried before.
Then there's nothing to compare the results to.
We can reference other teams.
You don't get it at all.
No, you!
We're always at each other's throats like this. But I can't deny that Shizuku has made progress using her own methods too. Despite how she looks, Shizuku has good grades. She's very clever too. I do respect her in that sense. But since we never agree on anything, talking to her makes me exhausted. How did we end up on the same team? I put my books away into my bag as I cursed the professor who randomly assigned these teams. After class, Shizuku was making plans with a group of party goers to go out into town. How delightful. Huh? As I was watching them, Shizuku and my eyes met.
What is it, Ren? Do you want to come with us?
What are you guys going out to town for?
Karaoke.
Then I'll pass. I don't like noisy places.
What a boring response. Why don't you try something new for once?
Shizuku walked away, complaining as she left. Since then, every time we saw each other, we butt heads, and a few weeks had passed. I was in a park, the flower festival. The park was decorated with flowers all over, and there were lots of carts selling flowers. Along with them, there were lots of food wagons as well. Geez, why do I have to be out here buying flowers? I was against my own will because I was asked to be here on behalf of my mom, who was too busy to be here. Let's just get what I need and get out of here. I quickly walk through the park and I see a large stage in front of me. Huh? They're doing a bridal contest, I see. I also see the words groom actor wanted on a small sign. They also need someone to play the role of the groom as well. Looks tough.
Hey, you there! Are you interested in the groom role? We'd love to have you participate it.
Huh? Hey! Unable to clear up the misunderstanding, the staff had taken me backstage to the dressing room.
Okay, please change into that tuxedo there, and come out as soon as you're done.
Hey! With no time to say anything, the staff member leaves the room. I guess that guy will be in trouble if I step out without changing into that tuxedo. I could have just left, but my empathetic and earnest personality worked against me. I reluctantly changed into the outfit and head out.
Oh, you look good in it. Here, it's this way. This is your partner today that will play the role of your bride. You looked out. She's really beautiful.
I was led to the edge of the stage where I saw a beautiful bride. Shizuku?
Ren, what are you doing here?
I was just running errands for my mom, and as I was wandering around, I was forced here.
Similar story here as well. I was just walking around when I was forcibly asked if I wanted to be a bride. Sorry about that. There was a lot less participants than we expected, and we were trying to find more people.
The staff spilled the beans as she showed a nervous smile upon being stared at by us.
But being partners with Ren...
I don't like this either.
Oh, but you two look good together. Well then, good luck.
The staff member smiled and left. We both let out a huge sigh.
How did we end up like this? But you look better than you usually do.
Huh? Really?
I guess it's the wedding magic spell?
As she looked away, Shizuku was blushing a little bit. My heart jumped a little seeing her like that. And although we were just a makeshift pair, we somehow won the bridal contest.
What a surprise.
Yeah, We changed back into our own clothes and just stood there with our prize, a restaurant's voucher. You can have it. The only reason we won is because you were here.
That's not true. Why don't we use this together?
Together?
Yeah, let's go out for lunch someday.
Yeah, okay. I nodded her surprising proposal. Maybe it was just me, but it looked like Shizuku smiled happily. And a few days later, we were walking back to the train station after we had our lunch together. There she is. It's Shizuku Sasaki. What?
Ah!
Shizuku trips as she's startled by the two men that jumped out from the corner. I can't let this happen. I pick up Shizuku in my arms and start running as fast as I could. We hurriedly hid behind the corner. We held each other close, holding our breaths. Shizuku, she smells nice. Although my thoughts were inappropriate to the situation, we were able to get away from the men. We're safe.
Hey! Who said you could hug me?
Shizuku pushes me away as she came to. Why? What else was I supposed to do? It was all so sudden.
I know, but...
Shizuku looks away awkwardly. Her face flashed bright red. What's wrong?
Nothing. Well, thanks for saving me.
Yeah. Unlike her usual confident demeanor, she was acting like a shy little girl, and that made my heart beat faster. She looks cute.
What is it? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't look.
Sorry. Yeah, she's cute. Watching her made her blush even more.
You're throwing me off.
By the way, do you know those men? Why were they coming after you? They clearly didn't have good intention.
Oh, it's probably something to do with my family. My family is actually part of the Yakuza.
Huh? You're joking.
You think so? Come with me.
Shizuku starts walking with an awkward expression. I follow her reluctantly. And eventually we arrive at a nice-looking ancient Japanese house. And on the doorway, the name Sasaki is clearly engraved. So you are with the famous Sasaki Gumi mafia group.
Yeah, sorry for getting you involved in all this.
Miss Shizuku, you're safe. We heard news of an ambush, so we've been trying to get in touch with you. As we were talking outside the gates, upon hearing us talk, a bunch of men rushed out of the house. Huh? Who the hell are you?
Stop it. He saved me. He's just a friend from school.
Oh, I had no idea. My apologies. Please do come inside. I can't let you just leave, having saved the lady like that. Come. Huh? What? I couldn't say no and was ushered in. I was also presented with a gorgeous meal. Later in the afternoon, Shizuku and I were standing, facing each other in front of the gates again.
Sorry for keeping you so late.
Well, no.
If you're leaving, I'll see you off to the station.
No, I don't want you to be ambushed again. I'll head back alone.
Yeah, I surprised you with my family situation, didn't I?
Well...
But family is one thing, but I'm still myself. So I want us to still be friends.
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Huh?
You are still you, right? That doesn't change.
Thank you, Ren.
Shizuku smiles, looking genuinely happy. Her smile makes my heart race again. The next day, we were writing our research reports in the library, as if though nothing had happened. Is this part okay like this?
Yep.
Huh?
What?
Shizuku looked up at me, who let out a weird voice.
Why are you shouting all of a sudden?
Well, you agreed with me. You usually always refute me.
Huh? You're so surprised just because I agreed with you? I don't always talk back at you.
I guess. I press on, even though I'm still shaken. Hey, she hasn't been as talkative today. I wonder if she's still worried about what happened yesterday. As that crosses my mind, I look up at Shizuku. Our eyes meet again, but she immediately looks away. Her face is clearly red. Hey, you are acting kind of weird today. What's wrong?
What? Is it wrong for me to be crushing on someone?
A crush?
Oh shoot!
Shizuku rushes to cover her mouth, but it's too much too late. Hey, a crush? On who?
Of course it's you.
Me? Why? We were always fighting.
I don't know either. I only saw you as a boring research student. But after seeing you in that tuxedo, I even imagined our wedding. You didn't act any different after hearing about my family. You protected me. You were more reliable than I thought. My heart won't stop racing when I think about you. So, I think I'm in love with you.
For real?
Yeah. Hey, how do you feel about me?
Well, I think you're pretty and I respect you too, but I don't know what I'm feeling is love.
Well then...
Shizuku lunges towards me. Our faces come closer. Something soft touches my lips. What?
Did you not like that? If you didn't hate it, why not at least try dating me?
Oh, okay. I didn't hate that kiss with Shizuku. If anything, it made my heart beat louder.
Yes!
Shizuku laughed and blushed at my response. My name is Haruto Kagami, 20 years old. I'm in my second year of college, studying economics at a national university. I'm spending my days being busy at my part-time job. From just that, you might think that I have a pretty ordinary life, but there is one thing that's not so ordinary about me.
Yusei-kun, my food tastes better, right? No, mine is sure to be better because I use expensive ingredients. What are you two talking about? Of course, I'm the one that satisfied Yusei's taste buds the most.
Hahaha, can I just say that they all tasted good?
No, no way. No, you can't.
It's the fact that my little brother has beautiful girls swooning over him. The girls are so pretty, you don't even see girls of that caliber on TV. So many pretty girls meet and fall for him that you'd think this world was a rom-com starring him. Because of this, since my parents are away from the country for business, there are always girls hanging out in our house. You might think that I'm lucky to be able to see all these pretty girls all the time, but in reality, things aren't that simple. Could you stay in your room for a little while longer?
Why would you come in here now? Unbelievable. You've totally ruined the mood. I don't care if you're his brother. If you ruin my time with Yusei again, I'll crush you.
Like that, even though my home is supposed to be a place for me to relax, I have to always be keeping in mind about these girls that are total strangers to me. On top of that, the fact that I've disrupted their mood a few times, and that I look gloomy from my overgrown hair that hides my face since I don't style it when I work, has made their impression of me way worse. Most of the girls make a disgusted face just from catching a glimpse of me. From this reason, even days that I don't work, I kill time and I don't come home until the girls gave left, around 10 p.m. I use the money I earn working by watching movies or going to the arcade.
Please stop.
What's going on? The time was a little before 10 p.m. I was on my way home from my job at the cafe. I heard a familiar voice. As I looked back to the direction of the voice, I saw one of the girls that come to my house, Nagisa Kurose, with a beautiful black hair, surrounded by two sketchy-looking men. As far as I can see, it's probably a pickup. She is one of the most petite of the girls that come to my house, but she has a very curvy body, much like a swimsuit model that most men cannot resist. Her face, although still has a child-look charm, have features even a national celebrity would be jealous of. An unbelievably beautiful girl, a girl's like that, out alone at night, no wonder she's getting hit on. I guess I can't just ignore them since it's Nagisa. Of the girls that come to my house, Nagisa is the only one that treats me like a normal person. I wouldn't feel bad walking away if it were one of the other girls with nasty personality, but Nagisa is different. Hey, what are you doing hitting on my brother's girl? Get away from her. I rushed towards Nagisa and stopped the man from grabbing her arm. Who do you think you are? They all looked confused at my sudden arrival. I used an opportunity to squeeze myself in between the guys and Nagisa to protect her. I'm someone who may end up being her brother-in-law. Sounds too good to be coincidence. Seeing her reaction, he probably doesn't even know her. He probably popped out trying to look cool for a cute girl. We were not nice guys who will back away just because she's someone else's girl. We'll beat you up and take the girl. I guess they're not backing out. These guys are going to be more trouble than I expected. What should I do? I assumed most guys would give up if they find out the girl has a boyfriend, so I was frustrated this unexpected situation. Isn't there anything I can do to get out of this mess? Luck is not always on my side like my rom-com main character brother, so I didn't miraculously have martial arts experience. So I didn't have a smooth trick up my sleeve to have her from this situation. The only things that come to mind are calling the police, or I just try my best to buy time. The first option wouldn't work because they would stop me before I could call the police. The second option was questionable because I'm not physically fit and I didn't know if I could hold them off long enough for her to run away. But I had no choice. I had to do something. Ah! I yelled as loud as I could and pretended to throw a punch at one of the guys. And when I was about to launch my fist, I kicked up at his groin. Oof! A direct hit. The man fell to his knees. Why, you little... Nagisa, run! As I temporarily disabled one of the men, I ordered Nagisa to run away.
No, if it's just one guy, I can handle it. Ha!
Ugh!
Yeah!
Nagisa ignored my orders and darted for the other guy standing. She gracefully threw him over her shoulder and launched him at the other guy on his knees. That knocked out both the guys. Wow!
I learned self-defense from my father, who's a cop, but I wasn't prepared to handle two, so thank you for your help.
I complimented her on her skills that knocked out two grown men, and she gave a shy smile. I'm glad I was of some help to you, Nagisa.
Yes, I'm very grateful, but I'm sorry I didn't recognize you at first. You looked so different when you came in to save me. I might not have had to do anything this dangerous if I had noticed you.
The end result would have been the same, so don't worry about it. The guys from school didn't recognize me at work either.
I feel better having heard you say that. But, why don't you always style your hair like that?
It's too much work. I just have to look more put together when I work at the cafe, so I only do this because I have to.
Such a shame.
Did you say something?
Nothing. I'd like to properly thank you for tonight. So, would you like to go out for a meal sometime?
Don't worry about it.
But I do care about it. So please, let's go out when you have a day off.
And I ended up being forced to make plans with Nagisa. A few days later,
here you are.
I was being spoon-fed an ice cream parfait by Nagisa. You should be doing stuff like that to my brother, not me. I didn't expect a girl that likes my brother to do something like that to me. So I panicked and stopped her.
Too late.
But all that ended in vain, as a spoon was forced into my mouth and sweetness from the ice cream and strawberry sauce covered my taste buds. Nagisa, why are you doing this to me of all people?
Isn't it obvious? It's because I like you.
Huh? I froze at the unexpected response. Why? I thought you liked my little brother.
That's true that I did like your brother Yusei-kun, but even though I tried my best to get him to like me, he only gave me uncertain replies and reactions. A month or so ago, I stepped back and re-evaluated the situation I was in, and I realized that I was just being held on as a backup. Once I thought of it like that, my feelings for him diminished. By the time I realized, I didn't like him at all anymore. And that was when you came in and saved me that night. And I fell for you, Haruto-san. Does that make me a skank?
She smiled in a way that was filled with irony. No, it doesn't. The look on her face made her look so hurt. I immediately denied her remark about herself. In a comic or a novel, the female lead falling for another guy is taboo, but this is real life. The love you thought would last forever suddenly coming to an end is a regular occurrence. So her feelings are nothing out of the ordinary. As I told her exactly what was on my mind, she cried and thanked me profusely.
Thank you so much.
After she managed to thank me through her tears, she covered her face with her hands and proceeded to cry for a while longer. From there, Nagisa asked to go out with me almost every week, and after 2 months, I cracked. I come to love Nagisa as well, and I asked her to be my girlfriend on the day of the summer festival, and of course she said yes. In order to be a fitting boyfriend for Nagisa, I cut my rugged hair and I put more effort into my looks. That completely changed how my little brother's girlfriend saw and acted towards me.
Do you want to come hang with us too, Haruto-san?
Today is special, so you can have some too, if you want.
They started to clearly hit on me. I asked Nagisa why they would suddenly act so differently around me.
I think it's because you are way more handsome than you think you are, with your bangs pushed back, Haruto-san.
It's our secret that I blushed when she complimented my looks like that. I did think it was a bit drastic, but I didn't want to have girls following me around when I already have Nagisa as a girlfriend, so I told them off by saying, I find it disgusting that you treat me so differently, just because of the way I look, so back off. I don't know if that was the reason, but from that day on, those girls stopped showing up at our house. They stopped coming because of you. How are you going to pay for this? Yusei came to complain to me, but I told him it was wrong of you to have all of them over all the time in the first place, and it was your fault for ignoring their feelings for you, even though they clearly showed it. After my little lecture, he had nothing to say back to me. I assume he knew he was acting ambiguous to them. I hope this teaches him a lesson to be more faithful to girls.
Haruto-san? Haruto-san, what is going on? You faced off for a second there.
I was just thinking about all the things that had happened since I started dating you. We were on our way home from shopping, and Nagisa was nudging me, looking worried as I had just stopped and stood there. I came to, thanks to that. I pat her head softly to reassure her that I was okay. Nagisa let out a sigh of relief and let me do as I wished for a while.
My mom and dad aren't coming home today, so...
Maybe she felt satisfied after being petty for a bit. Nagisa propped herself up and asked me to come over to her house as she blushed bright red. Are you sure?
Yes. Ow.
Silly goose. I'll get arrested if I act on a minor. We'll wait until you graduate high school. I flicked my finger on her forehead, so tell her not to say something so stupid. Nagisa puffed up her cheeks to show her dissatisfaction. I want just as much as you do, but I can't afford to be arrested, so please be patient. I'll do anything else for you though.
Really? Then I want to cook with you, Haruto-san.
Having heard me say, I'd do anything else, her face turned from unsatisfied to happy. I can't help but feel that she played me well, but I tell myself it was a necessary measure to keep her. We headed to the supermarket hand in hand. I like you, Rino-san.
Hey, Ren? He's asking for a date? She is the cutest girl in the same grade as Ren. When I was searching for the books for the dissertation in the university library, it was getting dark outside. I walked on the sparse campus and passed through the backyard. And then I accidentally saw this scene. Ren, you like that girl? I'm Kaori Takamatsu, who is looking at this scene from the shade. The guy who is asking for a date right now is my beloved younger brother Ren. However, there is no blood connection between us because the parents remarried and we became siblings. I thought Ren loved me too. By watching them, I had mixed feelings of frustration and sadness. Finally, that girl, I think her name was Rino Mamiya, opened her mouth.
Sorry, I can't.
Right.
In contrast to Rino, who refuses with a cute reaction, Ren drops his shoulders. She enjoyed looking at his reaction and then went away. I'm glad he got dumped, but this is complicated. I'm glad that Ren couldn't make a girlfriend, but I couldn't be truly happy by seeing Ren's depression. When I got home, Ren was dropping his head on the couch.
Ren, how are you doing?
I sat down on his laps in the mess and patted his head. Also, I squeezed his head toward my boobs.
It's okay. Don't be so depressed only because you're dumped by one or two women. There's such a nice woman in front of you.
Kaori, I'm sure there isn't a woman who is as good as you, but you are my sister, and I mean, how do you know I was dumped?
I was writing a dissertation and I had to go home late. And then I accidentally saw you guys.
You saw us. That's embarrassing. I wonder why I'm not so popular with girls. Hey Kaori, how can I become popular?
Why do you want to be so popular?
Because my classmates make fun of me.
Oh, I see. Actually, I've caught that scene a few days ago.
Hey Ren, you have a boring face as usual. You've never experienced hot guys like me, have you? Oh, you will never experience it for the rest of your life anyway. Poor guy.
The one who is tapping Ren's shoulder is Tanaka, the famous guy for being tall and hot in the university. You don't even know anything about Ren. At that time, I was staring at Tanaka secretly in the crowd. Ren, you don't have to carry his words. You should be yourself and you're already wonderful.
Thank you, but you are the only one who said so. You're saying it because we are family.
Not like that. But he must be really depressed by seeing him. I'm personally welcome that Ren isn't popular, but it's kind of pity that he's being made of fun. I thought of any good ideas and came up with one. Okay, Ren, I'll pretend to be your girlfriend.
What? What if someone finds out that you are my sister?
It's okay. Our university is big and there are many people. No one knows we are sister and brother. And also, it means you're popular once you've gotten dumped and made a new girlfriend immediately. If Rino Mamiya notices that you're popular, then you can prove her wrong.
Is that so?
Yes. I don't want to say this by myself, but it's a pretty high level to go out with me. You can use it as a proof that Ren is such a good man.
Well, that's true. Kaori won the beauty contest, and guys are always talking about you.
Right? Okay then, let's do this.
Yeah.
On the next day, Ren, let's go have lunch together after the lecture.
Oh, okay.
While Ren was saying some clumsy things, we walked arm in arm and I leaned on him. The students around us seemed to be quite upset when they saw us walking together. Why is Ren crossing his arm with Kaori-san?
Hey, what is that nerd with the hot girl?
We are being paid attention by everyone. Hearing the voices around me, I leaned closer to Ren.
Hey Kaori, it's too embarrassing.
Why not?
Because the clothes are too revealing and my skin is touched to yours.
What are you saying? You're always looking at me at home when I'm in even more revealing clothes. Whispering in his ear, Ren turned his face red. Cute reaction? When I was grinning at the reaction of Ren, Tanaka came to push through the crowd.
Oh, hey Ren. Why are you walking arm in arm with Takamatsu-san? Oh, that's...
Because he's my boyfriend.
Huh? Seriously? Why would you... Takamatsu-san suits me better.
That's not true. Ren is smart, kind, and above all, I can feel relaxed with him. You don't seem to have a smart head or nice personality. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in a noisy guy with boring appearance.
Damn!
When I smiled, Tanaka tusked and left.
Wow, nice effects.
We've achieved one goal.
Yeah.
We laughed and gave a high five naturally. And a few days later, we sat side by side on a bench in the courtyard. Hey, look! They are Ren-kun and Kaori-san.
Wow, to be honest, I didn't understand why Kaori-san chose Ren, but I heard Ren's a cool guy.
Right! He was invited to an academic conference by a professor the other day.
He's so smart. I knew he's a kind person, but I should have noticed earlier. Now I admire Kaori-san.
Girls were talking about such things and passed by. We eavesdropped on them and it gave a small high five to their rumor. Our rumor has spread all over the university that we're dating.
Yeah, and because of it, some guys asked me about love tech. I know nothing though.
But it seems that you are becoming popular, right? Looking at the backs of the girls who left, Ren was grinning gladly. I don't like it. Hey, Ren, our plan is going well, right?
Yeah, I really appreciate you, Carrie.
Then, since you thanked me, I want a reward.
Yeah, of course. What do you want?
I want Ren's lips. While saying, I get closer to Ren's mouth. Ren's face turned red and he froze. Lucky me. When I grinned.
Wait a minute.
Wow, Reno-san.
Because Reno suddenly ran in between us, Ren surprised and pushed me aside. Hey, why do you disturb us?
Why? Hey, Ren, what's wrong with you? It was a lie to say that you like me?
No, it's not a lie, but you said no.
Yes, you're the one who said no, and now what? It's none of your business anymore, so I don't understand why you are angry.
Well, at that time, I didn't mean to say no to Ren.
What? What do you mean?
I was just thinking about answering you after I tease you a little. I just like to tease a guy I like.
What?
Which means Ren and we both have feelings to each other.
But it's the past, right? He's mine now. When I held arms with him to show off, Reno hurried and held her arms on the other side of him. I was asked on a date first, so I'm his girlfriend. What are you talking about? You only have chance once, so now I'm his girlfriend. I got annoyed and argued back, and she stared at me determinedly.
Well, in the first place, aren't you guys fake couples? I know you're Ren's sister.
Huh, but there's no blood connection between us, and I've always loved Ren. Is there a problem?
Well, but it doesn't matter if you have both feelings. Ren, do you really like Kaori-san? No words mean that I still have a chance. Kaori-san, the game has just started.
Fine, let's see how it goes. No matter what she's planning, I'm not gonna lose. On the next day,
Hi, Ren.
what? As we were walking arm in arm on the campus as usual, a girl with a showy short skirt and thin legs ran toward us.
Ren, good morning.
That voice? Reno-san? What happened to your fashion?
Reno has changed her style from her neat and clean image to a gorgeous gal.
I thought you'd like this better, Ren. How are my bare legs? Aren't they beautiful?
Reno rolls up her skirt and shows off her legs, and Ren turned his face red and froze. Ren, my legs are longer and more beautiful, right? It's smooth too. See?
Wow.
I took his hand and made him touch my thigh. Then Reno took his opposite hand and made him touch her thigh in the same way like she didn't want to lose.
Mine looks beautiful, isn't it? Hey, which leg do you prefer?
Ren? Ren's face was all red and he suddenly fainted. Then we asked for help around us and carried him to the medical office. I sneaked next to Ren, who was resting in the bed. Reno also sneaked into his other side, and we ended up sandwiching Ren on a small bed. You can go home now.
No, you.
Ren, are you okay? Ren woke up as we argued quietly.
What's happening?
I was worried when you suddenly fainted, so I was staying beside you.
Right. Ren, do you still have a fever?
As she says, she sticks her forehead to Ren's forehead. It has made his face red again.
Maybe it's still a little hot. I'm worried, so I'll take care of you at my home today.
Oh, no worries. I'll take care of Ren.
But you're busy working on your graduation thesis, so you can leave Ren and me.
But you want me to take care of you, Ren, right?
No, I'm definitely better than you. I can give comfort to him,
We hugged tightly on Ren. Then Ren's whole body turned red again and he fainted. Ren! Hey Reno, stay away from him. You're too intense.
No, it's you.
Our quiet battle continued until he woke up.
A dishonest company. The other day, the company was restructured. Now he works for a major game company as a temporary worker. He's busy typing his data on his computer every day and suffers from his stiff shoulders and neck pain. I was tired of long hours of desk work, and recently, as you can see, I was living a hard life without money. One day, I ended up picking up a troublesome stuff. At 11 at midnight, there was a shadow of a person on a utility pole. I was crouching and facing down. Getting closer to it in the dim light, it looks like a girl. She was wearing a pleated skirt. Is she feeling sick? I decided to pretend as if I hadn't seen anything. I just have to walk past her in an innocent face. But I was caught by her.
Hey, older man, wait.
I was about to pass by her, but she grabbed my left leg. I'm 27. I'm still young. I want to go home and have a drink. Poof. She suddenly released me. I fell forward and hit my face hard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Messy brown hair. I can't see her face with the long bangs. She has hollow cheeks and looks pale. She's not eating enough, is she? She should worry about herself, not me. If I look closer, her legs are too thin, which looks creepy. She is wearing like a school uniform. Is she a high school student? Are you okay? You look pale and a little too thin. I asked her and she replied,
Little cold out here.
Of course, it's already November.
Right.
Go home. Why are you crouching here? I guess I shouldn't have told her to go home. I couldn't see her eyes well because of her long bang, but tears ran down from her eyes and fell on the dark ground. Oh God, I made a girl cry. I've realized that it was taboo for her and assumed that she has a reason that she cannot go home. It's Friday night. It's Saturday tomorrow, so no class, I guess? No choice. I've gotta take her home. Do you want to come to my place? It's really worn out apartment though. Her tears flowed. A lot. Probably she was crying for about 5 minutes. When she was tired of crying, she nodded and followed me quietly, without any noise like a ghost. We walked about 10 minutes. We came in front of a building as if it had been about to collapse. Well, actually, this is my apartment. We went up the creaky stairs and went inside the room. I'm sorry, it's kind of a worn out. I mumbled and she shook her head and then said,
My place is more, like, miserable and dirty.
Oh, I guess you've grown up in a complicated family. I could only give her those words for now. There's nothing in the fridge. We had no choice, so I boiled the water and took out sake in a drink box and cup noodles from a plastic bag that I bought at the convenience store before we head home and then poured the water. We've waited for 5 minutes. Here, go ahead and eat. Aren't you hungry?
Isn't it yours, older man?
I'm not old, I'm still young.
You were supposed to eat this, right, young guy?
Well, yeah, that's right, but it's okay. I'll have sake and go to bed. To tell the truth, I was hungry. But I decided to stand for tonight. Don't hesitate, eat before they get soggy. Here, it's good. It was silent for a while, but she took the chopsticks that I gave and slurred the noodles and looked like it was really delicious. Perhaps It was her first meal once in a while. You eat as if it was really delicious. I spoke unintentionally.
Maybe it's because I hadn't eaten for a while.
Oh, as I expected, it seems like it's complicated.
It's been a while since I ate with someone. Like, for real.
Oh, really? So, you mean you've been eating alone? She has been eating? She's too thin for that. When I was in my thoughts, she suddenly began to speak.
I do have dad and mom, but they don't eat at home. It seems like they both have a boyfriend and a girlfriend out there, which means they are having affairs. Oh, I guess I'm not speaking well. It's a little shocking to me, you know? I'm still young, so I want to enjoy eating with my parents. But I guess that's impossible. When I realized I didn't have any appetite in eating alone, my friends told me that I was about to be in anorexia. Well, yeah, you're right. I'm too thin, like my arms. I have no boobs and not attracted at all.
She continued speaking in a bland tone.
Oh, but no worries. You, my older man, is with me now, so I'm able to eat, right?
Not an old guy, young guy. So, you're going back to your home someday, right?
Yeah, maybe until the summer vacation ends. So about a month.
What? That long? I want to let you go home as soon as possible. Your parents must be worried.
If they were worried, then they should have made me some dishes. They're kind of parents that leave money and tell me I can eat whatever I want, like convenience store food or eat out. They never consider nutrition. And then, do you know how much they leave on the table in the living room and go see their partners?
Well, like 1,000 yen?
Wrong.
At least she smiled. It seems like she's enjoying this quiz. I guess she's making a fake smile. It looked pathetic watching her talk, like as if she had been talking about someone else.
If they had given me 1,000 yen, then I would have eaten much better things. Unfortunately, they didn't give me that much. You're not gonna believe this. 100 yen! For only one day. I can only buy a bag of potato chips.
That's awful.
Right?
Well, you need to eat nutritious food then.
That cup noodles. It was really delicious. It's so nice to eat with someone.
Well, that's good to hear. You can take a shower. You can wear my t-shirt and underwears. I can call my sister since she lives near here and ask her to bring hers. I was thinking of borrowing some money from her. I can use the money to feed her some food. She has lent me 50,000 yen. It can cover for the food expense for a while. We can eat a lot. She was sleeping peacefully. She was wearing sister's underwears and my big t-shirt and sleeping on my bed where I was supposed to sleep. She's too thin, so not that attractive, but she looked cute when she's asleep. Myself, I can sleep on tatami, so I slept on there. I was hungry, so I used sister's money and bought cup fried noodles and ate by her side. On the next day, I woke up earlier than her and went to a 24/7 supermarket. I was planning to make full dishes to an unknown high school girl, so I put some vegetables, meat, fish, and so on into a cart.
Wow! You made these by yourself? God, it looks so good!
Go ahead and eat. Don't make me embarrassed.
Oh my god, this miso soup is so good! It has more food in it than my mom's, so it's so delicious.
Thanks.
This rolled omelet is good too. Hey, can I have another bowl of rice?
Okay. My sister is really kind. She told me that I can give her back the money anytime. Well, since I'm a dispatched employee now, I don't have much money. I can't continue this life, so I need to find a full-time job. She praised my dishes. I thought of working at a restaurant and worked as full-time. Hey, what's your name by the way?
I'm Hinata.
Okay, Hinata. On the last day we spent together, I was able to change my job and become a cook at a restaurant by that time.
I don't want to go home. I want to stay here.
You can't do that.
I want to keep eating your food.
After all, it seems like I got attached to her. Hinata was too thin in the beginning, but now she looks attractive. You become like a nice lady. You look well and now you have full lips.
Hey, will you marry me? I can get married when I turn 18. I'm 17 years and 11 months, so almost.
Marriage is too early.
No, it's not too early. I'll start working. I was being scouted as a model when I was out of town one day.
She was too thin and miserable before, but now because of my dishes, she became hot. Plus, I took her to a hair salon a few days ago and we found out that she grew up as a beautiful, ready girl. I'm 27 and Hinata is 18. She became a popular model smoothly and now she's my wife. When she became to be able to earn money, her parents came back to her like nothing has happened, but she told me secretly that she refused them. Anyways, I'm approached by her every day. What? Tonight too? I wanna get rest. I need to get prepared for Japanese cuisine for 30 people tomorrow.
What are you talking about? Aren't you still young? You can do it.
You can say that, I'm old, so give me a break.
Thank you for watching till the end. We are looking forward to your comments. I will be encouraged if you put any kind of comment and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye.